What up, world? I'm Steve, founder and CEO of CryptoCrewUniversity.com, home of the #1 crypto classes. If you want to take this complex world of crypto, make it super simple so that you have more success, this channel is for you. Hit that subscribe button right now, and everybody hit that thumbs up button. There's blood in the streets, but if you are a Bitcoin holder, I want to show you two critical charts that you have to see right now. Welcome in, everybody. Happy Thursday. 3 days in a row. As you know, we do weekly videos every Wednesday, but this is a dire time and it's a difficult time. I remember what it was like as a 16-year-old kid trading through my first market crash, the .com crash, and I got beat over the head and I had no idea where to turn. We didn't have social media. My parents had no idea anything about the stock market. My friends had never even heard of the stock market. So the only thing I had was the news, which, as you know, is the worst thing to have. So I wanted to be here for you during these times because I wish I had somebody during my first or my first major market crash. So here we are. I'm here for you. We're in this together. This is a difficult time throughout the world, but if you're new here, we take a scientific approach to the charts where it's not my emotional opinion, only the facts of the charts, not the news. Right? The charts are like a book. If you learn to read, it will open a whole new world and you'll be able to see things in the charts well before everybody else. So if you like that approach, hit that subscribe button right now and join the family. Two charts I want to show you. This one and this one. We're going to start here because this one is a little bit more big picture and everyone's wondering, well, Steve, why is price going up? Does this mean this is the beginning of the bull market? What's going on? Here's why. Yesterday's video, we showed you a potential on the weekly for a dragonfly doji. However, many of my students emailed in. We printed this candle on a 3-day chart last night. So this is the 3-day chart, Bitcoin USD on Binance. You know this recent drop was very hectic throughout the world. It put a lot of people into a massive amount of fear. However, let's talk about these couple candles over this 6-day period. And we just started this candle last night, which we'll get to in a moment. However, we bottomed out at that 3,700, which we had called about 4 months ago. If we break 6.4, that's a level that we would go to right away. And that's exactly what happened, especially after breaking that 21-week moving average. But look at this long wick. Look at this long wick. What does that mean? Because there's two long wicks here, and we're going to get to what this candle is. Do you know what this candle is that we just printed last night? Both of these long wicks mean there's a lot of buying pressure. Remember, the bodies of the candles tell the facts and the wicks tell the story. A lot of indicators you see on the charts will only use the opening and closing prices and they won't bother with the wicks, but the wicks tell the story that, hey, there's a lot of pressure pushing us up. And then we entered into this candle, which is a dragonfly doji. We printed this last night. This is a trend reversal candle, oftentimes found at the bottom of a downtrend, signaling a reversal in the trend. This is a 3-day chart, meaning if we saw this on the weekly, it's significantly more powerful. If we saw it on the monthly, it's major. It's on a 3-day. Something to be excited about. Obviously, we see a bounce today. No surprise. After this candle, this is a given. A ton of my students emailed in about this. I'm happy for my students. But the question is, well, how high can we go? And what should we do right now? Whenever you see a downtrend, whether significant or not, it doesn't matter. and you see a bounce, especially a bounce with long wicks, what I want you to do is, what direction are we always looking? We're always looking left. When you look left, I want you to look at the previous move. And what I want you to do is identify the low of the previous move. And we can identify the low here. The reason we do that is oftentimes when we have a significant downward movement and we see a bounce to the upside, we see some wicks coming in, the first thing I want you to identify is the low of the previous move. Oftentimes that will be where we're met with some resistance, and that is our first major test. So what does it put us at? 6.4, a level we've talked about for the better part of a year and a half. 6.4 is the most significant level in the short term for Bitcoin. So 6.4, we're going to have to see how we interact with 6.4. If you see a close above 6.4, for example, on this 3-day, okay, we can talk about being a little bit more excited. However, we still need to change the trend. The trend is at this 10.5K. Once we get above that, we can truly be excited because it'll be very likely we go directly to 14. Until then, we can't get very excited. We have to stay level-headed. I know this is an emotional time. You may be on lockdown. This may be stressful, but I want you to always hear my voice of staying level-headed in your regular life and especially in trading, because emotion is a money killer. We can get a little excited about this going up, but we shouldn't, because we haven't yet dealt with 6.4 and we're not even close to changing the trend, and we've been in a downtrend for over 270 days. Those are the facts in the charts. So until we reverse the trend, we can't get excited yet. Now, this chart. I want you to look at this chart right now and see if you can identify what I am about to tell you. There's a couple critical pieces to this chart. First, what is this chart? This is the total market cap excluding Bitcoin, meaning it's altcoins. This chart represents all altcoins. What I want you to notice is we covered this bull flag at length, right? We had come out of a major rally. We went into a bull flag while going into a bear market. We broke out of it. No surprise. That's what happens with bull flags. And then we went to our high here. Whoops. We said the only thing to really watch was this level. We came down and played with it, although it seemed really ludicrous at the time. We were at 144 billion and we were telling you to watch 63. But we came down here. There's 3 highlighted things on the charts. Do you know what they represent? We have number 1 here, which we covered on our videos. We said, watch out for the altcoin market. This is a gravestone doji candle, which represents a trend reversal, meaning it's often found at the top of a rally, just like we called the top of 14K with the exact same candle on the weekly. This is a monthly chart, a little more significant. Excuse me. So we have the gravestone doji candle. We obviously knew a trend reversal was coming, and boy, did it ever. But something significant happened with this chart. If you rewind the clocks back to December of 2018, we touched down at 36 billion, forming our low out of our bull flag. We formed this low here, and as you look left, you can see that this was our true low because we were coming out of a major move to the upside. We formed our low. 1 year, 3 months later, we came down to that exact spot, forming what is called, you know what it is? That's right, a double bottom. This is significant. This is significant. Oftentimes, the market finds a double bottom as the be-all, end-all before a push up. However, this candle has not closed yet. This is the March candle. We have not closed yet. So we cannot celebrate yet until we close. However, what I will say is look at the respect we've shown to 36 billion. Meaning, look at the wicks. The wicks tell that story. What's going on with the story? Well, the story is we showed significant respect to that $36 billion level. In fact, everyone bought it up. Meaning there's a lot of push to the upside from that level. There's a ton of support and a lot of momentum heading from that level back up, as you can see with the long wicks here. Albeit this candle has not closed, that's why you need to subscribe right now and turn on the bells so you can stay up to date. We will keep you up to date on how this monthly candle closes in March, because we saw that trend reversal. We came down and we respected this level. We formed a double bottom, and these are great things for the altcoin market if you're an altcoin fan. All right, so these are the type of things I want you to start to look at in the charts. These are the type of things and the mindset I want you to have when looking at the charts. Prices are going up, you're looking left, you're identifying the previous low. You know that that's resistance now. You want to see how we play with that level, and knowing the bigger picture, we still haven't changed the trend. These are the type of things and skills that I want you to develop, which you will not find in the news. You'll find the exact opposite, either to be incredibly fearful about something or incredibly excited about something. But if you want to take your money in your hand and set it on fire, then have a lot of emotion, because that's exactly what emotion will do. Emotion is a money killer. You don't want to kill your money. You want to grow your money. And in order to do that, you have to be incredibly disciplined and focused only on the facts in the charts. Okay, I also want to cover the big picture of what's going on. We're going to summarize a handful of videos together so that you have a very crisp and clear direction as to the state of the market. But first, YouTube and social media could all go away. Let's be honest. And if they do, I have no contact with you ever again. So what you need to do is subscribe to our newsletter. It's free. So that way, if some catastrophic event happened, I can be in touch with you and send you some cool stuff to keep you level-headed. So go to cryptocrewuniversity.com. Pause this video, look at this website, cryptocrewuniversity.com, scroll to the bottom, type in your email address and hit subscribe. It's free. All right. Now let's do a recap of what's been going on. And by the way, you can subscribe or follow on Twitter if you choose, CryptoCrewU on Twitter. So we talked about this golden zone. What I'm going to talk to you about is a big picture concept, a medium term, and a short term. We did the golden zone. That's a big picture concept. That's long term, not tomorrow, not next week, not next month. That's big picture. Medium term, we talked about the death cross. Those are facts in the charts. However, we talked about the death cross may be a fake out. We went into a fake out golden cross and a quick death cross. The only time that's happened before was a fake out. We will be talking about that as we continue, so make sure you subscribe to see how that plays out. The only thing I want you to look at in the big picture is 10.5K. We need to reverse the trend, plain and simple. Plain and simple. We have to reverse the trend. No matter golden zone, no matter this, no matter that, we have to reverse the trend in order to start moving back to the upside. All right. The next thing we talked about is that the short term. There was a ton of fear, and we showed you on the fear index, we were incredibly low, historically low. Anytime we've been historically low, we made it abundantly clear we see a bounce. We're seeing that bounce now, but we can't get too excited because we're smarter than that. We know what levels to watch. So that's the state of the market in a quick 2-minute summary. Let me know what you think is going to happen. Are we going to fall to 1K? Are we going to change the trend at 10.5K? What do you think is going to happen? And I will say this. I see a lot of comments starting to come in about 1K, which leads me to believe the market's not ready to go to 1K. We will go to 1K if and only if nobody expects it. All right? So look, I want you to be smart about the state of the market. We entered a golden zone in the big picture. Regardless if Bitcoin goes down a little bit or up a little bit, the golden zone is historically a great time to get in. This is not financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor, but it's just the facts, okay? So let me know what you believe is going to happen, and I hope you have a beautiful day. I hope you enjoyed this update. I've been doing everything I could to take care of my family, to take care of my company, to take care of my team, to take care of my students, and to take care of you during this difficult time. So I hope you appreciate it. I put my blood, sweat, and tears into this. I'm not getting much sleep, but I remember what it was like to be a 16-year-old kid, get beat over the head, and nobody was there to tell me what was going on. And I had to resort to the news, which made it significantly worse, which is why I do these videos, and I'm here to help you. So any questions with the classes, email me, info@cryptocrewuniversity.com. I hope to see you into the classes, and then I can really help you get on the right track. If you ask any of my students how the classes are and how it's changed their life and how much I help with email every single step of the way, you won't have any more questions for the rest of mankind in your lifetime. When it comes to trading or crypto, I'm there to answer every question. So it's no more wondering, oh, Steve, how did you set this up on the chart? Or how do I get this? Or how do I make this chart that you did? Or is this the right time? Or is this the right setup? There's no more questions once you're a student. So I look forward to seeing you in. I will see you right back here on Wednesday. This is highly likely that this is the last emergency video until Wednesday, because I need to get caught up on the rest of life until that time. So have a beautiful day. Make sure you give a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, look down there right now, because many of you believe you're already subscribed. You watch all the videos, but you're not subscribed. So show some love and subscribe and hit that thumbs up button. And I'll see you next Wednesday. Stay level-headed. Always look left. Peace and love.